Let's say you're making your first short film. I'm gonna tell you something new so you don't have to learn it on the fly. Continuity, my friend. Have you ever watched the movie? Water was in the glass like this. Next thing you know, the glass is full. Continuity is the thing in a film that makes it seem continuous. And I know it sounds simple, like, oh, it's in the name. It's a lot more detailed than you think. That's why you have an editor. They're cutting different takes together. And the only way to keep those things together is by doing the same thing or just about the same thing every take. A prime example of a movie that you should watch for continuity's sake, A Fall from Grace. This is a great film to learn from because there are a lot of continuity errors in this film. There's a scene where this lady is talking and her wig is moving around her head every time they cut to her. That's a continuity error. Your script supervisor should have told you, hey, her wig was more cocked to the side instead of it being cocked to this side, it was cocked to this side. So when you get back in the edit, you can see, I mean, it's continuous, it flows. And now we're gonna talk about the script supervisor. When you're making a feature, there's a whole person whose job to make sure the continuity is right. There's called the script supervisor. They're looking at everything on the set. Some script supervisors are so good, they have a timer to make sure certain things happen at specific times. And if it don't happen, they let the director know, like, hey, that's a little off. If this is something that's interesting to you, maybe you should be a script supervisor because it's definitely a path. I'm gonna make money. I'm gonna make money. Now, a good script supervisor is taking notes about every take. A script supervisor is very organized. They say, we're on scene 2 and the take is 2B. 2B is a different angle than 2A. So for 2B, script supervisor writes, in this take, Jerry took his cigarette butt and flicked it, but he didn't do that in 2A. And if it's a good script supervisor, they go to the director and they say, hey, he flicked the cigarette, but he didn't do that in 2A. And it's the director's choice to say, let him keep flicking the cigarette because at this point, we're just gonna cut to 2B. You get what I'm saying? You following what I'm saying? So now you're on 2D and the actor has totally forgot to flick the cigarette. When you get to that edit, you better cut to 2B because that's your only take of it. That's the only way to keep the film continuous and keep the continuity together. That's how important continuity is. When people go to lunch during set, they say hot set. Nobody move anything on this set because if you move something on the set, something in the background is gonna look changed and the continuity is gonna be off. But sometimes you can break that rule if they apply it to the film. Let's say you're in a film and the character's losing his mind. This is how you can use continuity as a tool. He puts the remote down on the coffee table. But when you cut, it's sitting next to him. That's how you can use continuity as a tool to advance your story. Every rule that is in place, you can break it as a way to advance your story as long as you know why, where, and how you're breaking that rule. And you can explain it, you're probably doing a good job. You're probably a great director because it can hurt you or it can help you. So remember, when you're making your first short film or even your 33rd feature film, continuity is important. I hope that made sense. And I'm gonna do another thing on the 180-degree line. Man, if you f this up, your continuity is okay? I mean, excuse me. If you mess up the 180-degree line, it's also gonna mess with your continuity within the film. See, the thing is, I graduated college for directing. You know what I mean? I beat the American school system, you know what I'm saying? Holla at your boy! Holla at your boy! Holla at your boy! Holla at your boy. That's how important continuity is. It's an extremely important piece to a film. I'm gonna make money.